Hi, everyone. Sorry, I was waiting for the recording. Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Gilman. I'm your child's AVID teacher, and I'm actually teaching 9th and 10th grade together in one class this year. So some of you guys who are watching this have freshmen, and some of you have sophomores. And so some of the things we do will be the same. A lot of it is the same, but there'll be also some grade-specific things where we split up our class and work on two different things at the same time. So a little bit about me first. I am a North graduate, so I'm from Riverside. I graduated from North in 1995, so I've been a student at North. I've taught at North for 22 years, and actually now I'm also a parent at North. I have a sophomore here at school. So a little bit of background education-wise, I graduated from UCR with my bachelor's degree in math. I was also a Spanish minor. And then I went from there to Claremont Graduate University to get my master's degree in education and my teaching credential. And then that was it for about 15, 16 years. And then a few years ago, I decided that I just sort of missed learning something new or being in school. So I went back and I completed my master's degree in mathematics through an online program through Emporia State University, which is part of the Kansas State system. So that's me. I really loved being in school, and who knows, maybe in another year or two, I'll start some new education program. It's just something that I enjoy. Okay, so how to contact me. This is the best ways to get a hold of me. Office hours, there's a link in Google Classroom. This is where you can really meet with me face-to-face if you want to. So you would just ask your student how to access that Google Classroom link for office hours. That's mostly for students who need help tutoring and that kind of thing. But I wouldn't mind seeing a parent's face in there every once in a while and getting to know you a little bit. So you can also reach me by phone. Depending on which grade level your student is in, you can text one of these codes to remind, and then you can interact with me by text message if you would like to. So I try to answer all of my messages within 24 hours. That's my goal. It's not always perfect, but I try really hard at that. Okay, so what's AVID all about? It stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. Many of your children have been in AVID before, but I do have some that are new to AVID this year. So the basic idea, the big things we focus on, we work on study skills and we work on organization a lot. We provide academic support, so students have tutorial sessions twice a week. We kind of monitor their grades or try to, and encourage them, offer them extra support if they're struggling in a class. College awareness and preparation. So the freshman and sophomore year, it's a lot of the awareness side. We're looking at learning about different colleges, learning about expectations from different colleges, and then junior and senior year, they really work on building up what they need to apply to those colleges, and then especially the senior year, they work on not just their applications, but also scholarship applications, financial aid, that sort of thing. And then beyond those things, we do a lot of practice on reading, writing, and inquiry, and so we also do a lot of team building and community building. So our goal is that we have an AVID family. That's always our goal. It's been a little tougher in this online environment, but that's always our goal, is to create kind of a family atmosphere where we can all depend on each other and support each other as everybody's trying to reach their goals. So the syllabus is posted on Google Classroom under Classwork. The main components of the course: organization, like I said. There's 3 parts to that: focus notes, which is a particular type of note-taking that we teach students. And then normally when we're in person, we also collect a binder. Right now that's a little bit on hold. Not collect, but we review the students' binder. We ask students to keep a binder with all their work organized. It's a little on hold while we're at home and everything is digital. So sort of a work in progress. But we are asking students to also keep a planner, which is just a calendar that keeps track of their class activities and deadlines and those sorts of things for all of their classes, not just our class. We do have tutorials every twice a week, and those tutorial sessions have a college student tutor who meets with the students in a small group that are in similar classes. They each present a problem that they're working on and get help with that problem from their group and from their tutor. And then we have a variety of class assignments, basically going toward those goals I talked about earlier. And then there's usually program activities. So a lot of team building, like I said, we usually take field trips. If we're not, that's always obviously a little bit on hold. We've been trying to do some virtual versions, but That's something that'll be in our future at some point. And some student recognition. When our students are doing well, we like to celebrate those things and reward them when we can. Grades in my class, 30% of the grade is the tutorial session. So there's a document that they turn in after each tutorial session. That's 30% of their grade. And that includes both the document and the actual participation in the tutorial session. 30% for those organization elements, 25% for our class assignments, and then 15% for these periodic grade checks that we turn in. Live sessions for our class right now consist of 2 parts. The tutorial session is from 8 to 8:50. So they come to the main class, we touch base, I take roll, and then they go to their small group Google Meets with their tutor and their tutorial group from 8 to 8:50. Then they have about 10 minutes to kind of clean that up, get it turned in, sort of switch gears, maybe take a little break, be ready for the rest of class, which begins at 9 o'clock. And so this is where we do all the rest of our class activities. Some of those are live as a group, and some of them are on their independent time. So for that second block of time, sometimes you'll see your students in the whole group meet, and sometimes you'll see them working on something individually on their own, kind of alternates back and forth. But if you ever wonder, is my kid supposed to be in class, just send me an email, and I'll make sure and let you know whether that day we're working independently or doing live instruction for that second hour. Attendance in both sessions, very important for student understanding and communication. So if a kid misses a class, it's really hard for them to figure out what am I supposed to be doing, it's also hard for me to follow up with them if they need any conversation about their other classes. I just really need them in the class sessions for both every time. The second live session, I also record and I post it after every class. So if there's a live session at 9 o'clock, then that usually means they're getting some kind of instructions. And this is for Tuesdays and Fridays, by the way. Wednesdays, we have like a quick 20-minute check-in. We usually on Wednesdays do just some touching base, making sure everybody knows what they need to do for the week. Sometimes we play a little game or do some interaction with each other. So this schedule that's on here is for Tuesdays and Fridays. But if there's something they need to know about in the second session, I also record that and post it at the end of class. So if you want to see what your student is working on in Google Classroom, there are 2 parts. There's the stream, which the stream is just basically if I put out an announcement, a lot of times I'll put flyers and things like that on school activities. The Classwork section is where you'll see all of their assignments. So that's where you can take a look at the work that they're doing. And students are expected to check both their school email and their Google Classroom daily, so they make sure they don't miss any announcements or information that they need. So what do I expect from students? To be an active participant in all their class activities. Don't just sort of hide behind their screen, but really interact and participate. Eliminate all the other distractions while we're in those live class sessions. So that's their phone, TV, whatever. They're going to set all that aside and really focus on class during that block of time. I also expect them to persevere through things that are hard. So keep trying, keep giving your best effort, reach out for help if you're stuck, but keep at it, don't give up. And then to interact respectfully with me and with each other, which so far has gone very well. And then in AVID, we expect this in all of their classes, not just in my class. So we expect them to uphold those standards in all of their classes. And then how can you monitor your students' progress? I update my grades very regularly in Aries, and most other teachers do as well. So Aries is our student information system, and you can access your students' information and current grades either online through the Aries Parent Portal, which you can access through the school website, or there's an app you can put on your phone for Aries. If you need help setting up your account, please contact the North office. So that's about all I have for us. Thank you for watching. And if there's any questions you have at all, please feel free to contact me in any of those ways I talked about at the beginning, or to send me an email. That's usually the quickest way to get a hold of me. Thank you.